that your black box?
Yeah, I don't think it would survive.
If you did, that would be a good advertisement.
Yeah, it would. That was one of the best investments I bought when I started my pilot license, is to buy this GoPro.
I'll bet.
Because I videoed every one of my lessons, and I can re-watch them.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't have to pay to go back up with the instructor and learn it again. Just keep watching them over and over until I get it. So that was really good to do.
That's a nice outfit there.
Yeah, these are all new hangars they just built down here for some corporate jets.
Pro Tower, Aero 160 Lima Lima, 1 mile from Sugi on a practice VL approach. We'd like to terminate with a missed approach and then a south departure back to Spanish.
Aero 160 Lima Lima, Pro Tower, runway 13 cleared for the option.
Option 13, thanks. 160 Lima Lima.
Provo Tower, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is holding short runway 13, ready for takeoff.
Cessna Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta, Provo Tower, runway 13 cleared for takeoff, say direction of flight.
We are doing a south departure, 738 Juliet Delta, clear for takeoff.
Of course, it would be A113.
Huh?
A113.
What's 113?
That sign there for the...
Oh. For the runway?
Yeah. Now, is this the same one that... same runway that Allegiant uses right here?
Yep. Alright, airspeed's alive, gauges are in the green. A little bit of a crosswind.
So what that is?
See how we're kind of crabbing? We're like...
Yeah.
Bird. Yeah, tell me if you see birds too.
Okay.
We don't want a bird strike.
Have you ever want that
No.
one? Not have you ever wanted one?
No. Definitely not. Did you feel that all of a sudden it's not bumpy?
Yeah.
It's because we came up over the inversion. Right on top of the inversion, you always have different air.
And experimental code, I'm sorry I missed your number. Say again, please. Okay, experimental 609 Hotel Zulu, thank you. Runway 13, taxi Charlie, Bravo, Alpha, cross runway 18.
You have to pop your ears, don't you?
Yeah. See, now the way you...
Hotel Zulu, verify assigned runway, that was 13.
The way you climb and stay level is you watch your airspeed. You have a certain airspeed that is your climb speed. So around 73, 74 knots is what is your best climb speed in this plane.
Oh, okay.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah, it is. Well, how many miles an hour would that be?
Right now we're going 75 ground speed right now.
Okay.
So this little number right there,
yeah,
that's our ground speed, how fast we're going over the ground. But because of the wind though, our airspeed might be faster if we're going against the wind.
Oh.
Than so once we get cruising, or if we come and have a tailwind, our ground speed will be higher.
0 Lima, squawk VFR.
Squawk VFR, 0 Lima. And we'd like to do a left turn out back to Spanish if that's possible.
0 Lima, left turn to Spanish Forks approved.
Left turn out to Spanish Forks, thanks. At 160 Lima.
Arrow 0 Lima, there appears to be several aircraft, 3 in the pattern at Spanish Fork. Change the advisory frequency now is approved.
Alright, free to change first.
See, we have a plane coming at us right here. He's 400 feet above us right now, and he's turning that way.
Oh. Yeah, Provo Tower, Diamond Star 601.
So I'm going to come over this way a little.
Down, just outside of Wave It, and we'll be a full stop.
Diamond Star 691, Pop Sierra, Provo Tower, runway 13, clear to land.
13, clear to land, 1 Papa Sierra.
Looks like he turned around.
Huh.
He's going to give us approval to flip frequencies here in a sec.
This 62 Provo ground, runway 13, taxi Alpha Charlie Bravo Alpha, cross runway 18.
Tower, Cessna 73 Juliet Delta is going to switch frequencies.
Cessna Juliet Delta, roger.
Salt Lake, Cessna Skyhawk 73 Juliet Delta is 5 miles south of Provo at 6,800 and climbing, requesting flight following down to Richfield.
And what was the call sign?
738 Juliet Delta.
738 Juliet Delta, roger. And did you want flight following with the center?
Yes.
Sorry, Juliet Delta, roger. Flight altimeter is 3038, and I'll have your beacon code for you in just a moment.
Squawking 3038, 8 Juliet Delta.
8 Juliet Delta, and 3038 was the altimeter.
Oh, sorry, 3038 altimeter, 8 Juliet Delta.
Sorry, Juliet Delta, squawk code 4355.
Squawk 4355, 8 Juliet Delta.
Tower 117, the traffic's no factor.
They give us a code, I put it in there, and they have me on radar.
Okay.
Cherokee 117, the traffic's no factor.
117, thank you.
Traffic, 11 o'clock, high, 2 miles.
Sorry, Juliet Delta, you're ready to contact 7 miles south of the Provo Airport, traffic 11 o'clock, and 1 mile northbound, altitude 7,500. Do you have that traffic in sight?
I do have the traffic in sight, and I'll avoid him to the left here. 8 Juliet Delta.
Roger.
This is my stomping ground, so words where I.
Yeah, we just lived down here in Payson for 10 years, you know.
Are you down there still?
No, I'm in Pleasant Grove now.
I thought you'd moved.
Yeah, you grew up in West Mountain, right? Or Benjamin, yeah. Can you see your old house?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's I can see where it's supposed to be, yeah.
Look, it's all green here, but all of a sudden there's snow on the ground over here. You can see the line right here where all of a sudden there's snow.
Oh yeah, you can.
That's interesting.
They always get more snow down here than we do. That fire really burned some trees, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Talking to Salt Lake traffic, air traffic control is, I just did not want to do it for the longest time.
Yeah.
I flew into Salt Lake one time during my private pilot, and that's the only time I've been in there, into the Bravo airspace there. And
a lot of planes.
Yeah, it's pretty busy, and you have to keep changing frequencies. It's a lot of, you know, it's really keeps you busy, and so you have to just be prepared. You know what you're doing, and so doing this training I'm doing now for instrument trainings, it's good for me to get that practice. So every time I fly, I contact Salt Lake, and I have them give me flight following, and they give me traffic advisories and stuff on the way, and so I get used to listening to them, and they tell me to switch frequencies, and I do that, and so it's been good practice for me, you know.
There's the depot right there. Up and down.
Yep. So just just east of the temple is where our house was.
I remember. Yeah, we came over for...
Oh, for JB's
farewell. Was it farewell?
Either that or the homecoming, not sure.
Aircraft Papa Skirt, Salt Lake, altimeter 3038, landing to the north.
It was homecoming, or it was his homecoming.
It is pretty smooth air today.
No, I mean...
It's not bumpy at all.
When I rode with my wife's uncle, it was pretty bumpy, and in that small plane.
See, look at this. It shows
5117. It does appear to be 2 in the traffic.
Right there is where we are. That plane.
Squawk VFR change to advisory frequency approved. Have a good day.
And we're just going to follow that line. That's our route.
Okay. Is this line on the pink?
Yep. Yep, we have it here and here and here and, you know.
Okay.
Lots of backups. This seems to be working better.
Yeah.
Once you get the airplane trimmed, this doesn't have an autopilot, so I can't just like put it in autopilot.
Right.
But I mean, it just kind of flies itself, you know. You can trim it. Looks like we're climbing just a touch, you know. So I trimmed it so we'll level off. If it's bumpy, it's just hard to keep your ears constantly, you know, flying it. But today's pretty nice.
How high have you flown?
My highest in one of these airplanes is 13,600, and I just did that a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
We flew out of Heber in a Piper Archer, a low wing plane, and we went up over Daniels and went to Duchesne, and so we got up to 13,600 coming back, and descended into Heber.
And an airline can fly how?
Put it closer to your mouth.
An airline can fly how high?
Airliners fly like in the 30 to 40,000.
Oh.
In order to fly above 18, you have to have a plane that will do it, for one thing. You have to have a pressurized plane or oxygen on board if you go above 14,000. This doesn't have that. And then you need an instrument rating to be up there too, which is what I'm working on right now.
Okay.
November 738 Juliet Delta, contact Salt Lake Center 133.9 with you.
133.9er, 8 Juliet Delta, thanks. Salt Lake, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is about 6-7 miles north of Nephi at 8,500.
738 Juliet Delta, Salt Lake Center, Roger, Salt Lake altimeter 3037.
3037, 8 Juliet Delta.
Salt Lake, 81 Juliet, we got a runway we can expect?
I do not know, approach would have that for you.
Okay, thanks.
Delta 1979, contact Salt Lake Center 133.6.
So we're going about 110.
Delta 1979, Salt Lake Center 133.6.
Delta 1979, 133.6, so long.
Added 14.
So
pretty uneventful, huh?
260
Yeah, it's fun looking out.
It is.
260 knots, not a
It's pretty. You don't get. Most people don't get this kind of view.
Oh.
Salt Lake Memorial 734, 17 for 230, unrestricted, no speeds.
734 Salt Lake Center, climb maintain level 310.
Up to 310, 734.
Can you see Nephi Airport?
Southwest 4839.
See that runway?
Center 125.57.
125.57. Is it right at
4839?
Directly in front of us, and it's to the left of that little water thing.
Oh, it's out there. Okay, yeah. Between that water and the city there.
Yep. That's one of our waypoints we're using is Nephi Airport.
What are waypoints? Where
So
it's gonna be?
it's just a point on the map in our route.
Okay.
So this U14, that's Nephi Airport there.
Number 88A1 Juliet, clear direct Spain, cross Spain at maintain 16,000 at 250 knots, like altimeter 3037.
Let's see.
Okay, that's direct Spain and Spain at 250 at 16,000. Great.
Number 18 Juliet Sierra, contact Salt Lake Center 133.6.
Salt Lake on 133.618, Juliet Sierra, good day, sir.
They're first in ponds. Up ahead of us.
That's 3596.
We've been there on a few scout camps. I'm the scoutmaster.
I think, at Payson or?
No, in Pleasant Grove.
Oh.
I was in Payson. I was the assistant scoutmaster and the 11-year-old leader.
You just want to.
And the Elders Corps president and stuff.
There's 1006.
But I kind of go between elders and scouts. And when we moved Pleasant Grove, they saw my camping gear, and they're like, "Oh, he needs to be a scoutmaster." I'm like, "That's good. I'll do that."
1006.
It's different now, isn't it?
2718, contact.
A lot of the kids have lost interest in it. I have 17 kids. 6 of them care about finishing and about scouts. The rest, they don't care about the requirements.
Yeah.
American 1006, contact Salt Lake approach 124.3.
243 American 10,000.
So we got a plane that's 2,300 feet above us.
Bravo's up to 210.
Going
35 Bravo Bravo Salt Lake Center, Roger.
He's climbing. He's higher than us now. 24.
It's 783 Salt Lake Center. Salt Lake is landing north.
You just have to constantly be looking at all your things to make sure everything's running right, you know?
Right.
707, turn 10 degrees left, exit for traffic.
The other day I flew over to Manti and back.
I'm sorry, was that for Delta?
We cut through there.
707, 20 left for traffic.
Okay, 20 left for traffic, Delta 707.
Guess you could get through there, couldn't you?
Yeah, I've gone around the other way and I've gone through here. I don't go through there if it's windy.
Right.
Because wind comes over those mountains and it does that, and it's not very good in small planes.
707, then altitude, maintain flight level 290.
Okay, maintain flight level 290, Delta 707.
I've been to Nephi a lot. Where my grandparents live.
Your grandparents live there?
Yeah, that's where they did live, yeah. My mom.
At 1439, reduce speed to 250 knots and contact Salt Lake approach 124.3.
24.3, 250 knots, good day, sir, at 1439.
We should be just about right over the airport.
707, contact Salt Lake Center 125.57.
See it down there?
Oh.
12557, Delta 707. Have a nice day.
Must be below it.
So 734, contact Salt Lake Center on 133.6.
33.6, 734. Flight Center Delta 1238 at 300.
1238, Salt Lake Center. Roger, I'll have lower for you.
Roger.
Shift 783 across Spain at maintain 16,000 at 250 knots. Flight altitude 3037.
Alright, 3037, I think it was Spain, 250 knots at 16.
See, this is the way to go.
What's your airspeed now?
What?
280.
It's a lot smoother than a car.
783, reduce speed now to...
Today.
Today. 250 knots.
Alright, not a problem. Slowing 250, so just 783.
1238.
Sometimes it's
Nebo
not.
at maintain 5,000.
Sometimes it's not.
250 knots, flight altimeter 3037.
Nebo 15,250 knots, Delta 1238.
Salt Lake Center, Sierra 2-1, Sierra uniform level at 11,500.
Here's 2-1 Sierra uniform Salt Lake Center, Salt Lake altimeter 3037.
3037.
Funny, some of those cars on the freeway there don't even look like they're moving.
Salt Lake Delta 2891's at a 338, descending 320, 25 miles this side of Helper.
2891 Salt Lake Center, Salt Lake is landing north.
North Delta 2891.
So what's that? Oh, that's not a town. Okay.
Over that way?
Yeah.
If you go through these mountains, Delta's over that way.
I think a Delta's over there.
So we're going to do what's called an instrument approach. It's a non-precision instrument approach, and this is what an instrument approach plate looks like. I'm learning all this right now, and it has all these points, and it tells you, get to this waypoint, and you should be at this altitude. So you can do this within the clouds and not wreck, right? It guides you into the airport. And they have things at the airport that are telling my airplane when I tune in that I'm on track or not.
Oh, okay.
Right? It gives me a glide slope. This one's not going to have a glide slope, but the Provo one will. And so this one's a GPS one, and so we're going to go to this. We need to be at 8,200 at the next point called Setna. And then we go to one called C-Knob, down to 6,300. And then we go in, we're going to go into the airport, and then we just turn and land.
Okay. Yeah, 783, Roger.
So I cut the 6036 14,000.
You're just learning this, right?
Level 230.
Yep.
I'm 636, I maintain flight 320.
I maintain flight level 320.
I've flown for about 115 hours.
Oh.
But most of it is VFR, visual flight rules. And so I'm learning how to fly without seeing out the window.
2891
Instrument flight rules.
Cross Spain at maintain 16,000 at 250 knots.
Well, when you can't
Direct to Spain, we'll cross Spain at 250 knots at 16,000, Delta 2891.
Yeah. So that way, if I'm ever flying, I always avoid the weather, but if I'm ever flying and I run into a situation where it's just cloudy and I need to land, I can still do it because I know how to do it.
Right.
It's safer, you know. And legally, you can't do that if you're not IFR rated. So I took the written test and passed it already, and I just need to get my hours and practice, and then I have to get an examiner, and he has to take me up and test me in a practical test to make sure I know how to do it. So I'm about halfway through it. You have to do about 50 hours of flying.
But takes a while, doesn't it?
Yeah. I've been putting about $2,000 a month into it right now.
Whoa.
Every time I rent this, it's $140 an hour. And my instructor's $55 an hour if he goes with me.
Heck.
So I went on a trip the other day where my instructor and I flew down to Milford and back.
Yeah.
To do a 250-mile round trip. That cost me like $900.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a little pricey, but once you get it, then, you know, you go 2 or 3 times a month and you just maintain and it's not so bad once you get your training. But then you want to buy an airplane, and then there's expenses.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Salt Lake Low Scratch at 329 at 310.
Those guys
329, that's all they sent across Frenzy at maintain 15,000.
Sometimes there are guys that go in on one plane.
Yeah. I have a lot of guys trying to get me to do that, but I've been holding off.
Frenzy at 15,250.
Just until I get my training. I don't know what plane I want to get into yet, so. I got a good job right now. I'm employed by myself, and I'm a contractor, so I make pretty good money. What do you do? Just software development. So I do the same thing that I did for a company I worked for, but I just like tripled my pay.
Cut the middleman out.
Yeah. Yep. It's not, I don't necessarily enjoy it, but it's good money, you know.
Well, if you have to put $2,000 a month into flying, you need a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Good. That's good.
Richfield doesn't seem so far away when you fly, huh? It's just past that mountain.
No. Yeah, it doesn't.
We're 8881 in Juliet. Contact Salt Lake approach on 124.3.
Okay, we'll go to 24.3. Thanks. Have a great day. 81 Juliet.
Oh, I was wondering what those white lines are. Snow in the...
That's Yuba.
That's what I thought. Yuba Reservoir.
When we go over these little hills here, we might get a little bit of turbulence, but we'll see. Whenever you go over mountains, you get the updraft. My best friend lives down here in Casharam.
Oh, okay. I had a friend that had a girlfriend down there, Casharam.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
ExoJet 783, contact Salt Lake approach 124.3.
24.3, ExoJet 783, we'll see you.
Delta 1238, contact Salt Lake approach 124.3.
24.3, Delta 1238.
1, 2.
seem like you're going very fast because you're looking at.
Yeah. And these are pretty slow. They only go about twice as fast as a car. They're not super fast. We're only going 110, 109.
I think he was going in this outfit he had, he was going like 140 or, yeah. But it wasn't this smooth.
I think we picked the perfect day.
Oh man. Oh, U was pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Looks pretty full.
I know it. Should be.
Yeah, with all the water we're getting. I know the snowpack's above 100% right now.
Yeah, it's like, well, St. George is 170 or something like that.
Oh man, they're gonna flood again? Okay, so my points are 82 and 64, 82, 64. Those are my altitudes when I hit these spots.
Okay.
I always watch, this is kind of nice to have. This is an engine gauge. Every cylinder, all 4 cylinders, I can see the temperature. That blue bar, if it goes above that red line, I richen the mixture, you know. Put more fuel in there so it brings the temperature down.
Yeah, there's not much steering once you get going, is there?
No, not in this kind of trip. If you're doing like pattern work and you're going around, you know, practicing landings, stuff like that, you get a lot of steering in, but not on this kind of trip. This is a cross country, so it's just, you know.
Why go like this, huh?
Yeah.
Southwest 460619, climate 230.
And I'm trying to teach myself to not death grip it, just to, you know, kind of touch it. And it always flies better when you don't, you know, you're not tense on it.
What's the button?
Huh?
What's these buttons on them?
Which ones?
These. That one.
Oh, this is to talk.
Oh, that's to talk to the
yep.
traffic control.
And it's to control the lighting. If you're on the frequency of the airport, you can click it 3, 5, or 7 times to turn on the airport lighting.
Oh.
Runway airport lighting. So if you're coming in at night and you tune to the frequency of the airport on for their normal tower talking frequency, if you want them bright, you do 7 times, or medium 5 times, and low 3 times, and it'll turn the lights on. And then they auto turn off, and then you can turn them back on if you need.
So they're not on all the time at night then?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it saves on the electricity bill. It also helps pilots when you're flying at night. You can watch for the lights to turn on, and you can spot it, you know.
See where you're at.
No bumps over those hills.
No, that wasn't bad. Like somebody's boating out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Already, huh?
Yeah. They're not water skiing though.
Good afternoon, Center Tacoma 88300.
Tacoma 88, Salt Lake Center, Salt Lake Lightning North, cross Spain, I maintain 16,000 at 250 knots. Salt Lake City, altimeter 3037.
Okay, we'll cross Spain at 16,250 knots, and we have the 8.
Compass 6036, contact Salt Lake Center 125.57.
2557, Compass 6036.
They still got a lot of room in that reservoir. I mean, this isn't up as much.
And Tacoma 8 is out of 300.6000.
Do you have what?
Roger, thanks.
Say, this got, this isn't quite full yet. Water sure looks dirty up here, so it's not like going to the Bahamas. Have you ever gone to on a cruise or anything?
I've been to Mexico.
Okay.
Snorkeling and stuff.
You go to the Bahamas or like Western Caribbean? It was really nice.
We're taking Ty there in June to Mexico again in the Caribbean on on the east side. Cancun, yeah. And for a little senior trip when he graduates.
Costa Maya.
Yep.
Yeah, the water there, I swear the first time I saw all that water, I thought, they got to put something in this. It's so blue.
Delta 2891, contact flight approach 124.3.
243, Delta 2891.
Yeah, cruises are fun, aren't they?
I haven't never been on a cruise.
Oh. So you flew into Mexico?
Yeah, we flew in, and we rented a car and drove down about an hour south to this resort. Went down and saw all the Chichen Itza and Tulum and all those.
5329, contact flight approach 124.3.
Have a great day, Scott. 6329.
You see all these places, yet they don't find any bones. Of course, the bones are probably
disintegrated or something.
Well, all the so dense,
yeah,
around those. Just neat to see how the rivers formed, and you can see how it all happened.
Yeah. There's Manti over there. This is Gunnison here.
Oh yeah.
Gunnison and Manti.
Yeah, my wife grew up in Salina.
Oh really? We're gonna go right over Salina. I picked the perfect route for you.
3831's leveling 310.
Went to Snow College over here.
Oh yeah?
Scott 3831, Salt Lake Center, Roger, cross transit, maintain 15,000 at 250 knots. Salt Lake City, altimeter 3037.
All right, Frenzy 15,000, 250 knots, give us 3831.
Snow College has been after Ty pretty hard.
My granddaughter is probably going to go down there. She plays the French horn.
They have a pretty good band there. Their instructors are good.
She's got a half academic, and the instructor was in the, what's the?
Juilliard?
No, but he knows my son-in-law, my oldest daughter Natalie, her husband. He graduated from BYU in music composition, and he can play. I mean, he plays the piano like Billy Joel. But their daughter, my granddaughter, she graduates this year. She's got partial academic and then a partial music.
That's cool.
French horn. Her mom, my daughter, played the French horn for UVU, Utah Valley.
November 535 Bravo Bravo, contact Salt Lake Center 135.77.
3577, 5 Bravo Bravo.
Yeah, we're right over Gunnison. That's Gunnison there.
And that goes to Salina.
So just over here in those mountains right there,
yeah,
that's where Petty Peak is.
Petty Peak.
Have you been to Farron Reservoir?
No.
So my dad's great uncle or something had a sawmill up there at the reservoir.
Oh yeah?
And then when they shut that down, they built some cabins and rented them out. It was called Petty Resort. We used to go up there as kids. And then now the cabins are gone, but we still go up there every year camping. And we go hike Petty Peak sometimes, go to the top.
Petty Peak.
Yep.
I know Mary's Nipple is somewhere down here. Mary's Nipple.
Isn't that by Payson?
No. It's down this way. I can't remember.
Is it Molly's?
Huh?
Molly's Nipple?
Because
if it is, it's right by Payson. It's right behind my house.
No.
So it's a different one.
Mary's, and I think it's Mary's Nipple.
Maybe it's that over there.
No. That's probably it. Yeah, that's it, because there's two side by side.
You can tell the air's colder up here, huh? The air coming in. The outside temperature is, let's see, 35. That's not too bad.
Feels good.
Gunnison does have an airport, but I hear the runway is pretty short.
Really?
Hello, Scout 3485 at 310.
It's over here somewhere. Oh, it's right there.
Descend across Frizzy at 15,250 knots, Scout 3485.
Hey, this must be Aurora coming up.
24.3, good day, Tacoma 88.
And Salina, I think. Or is that Richfield?
No, Richfield's over there.
Okay, that's what I thought.
This is probably Salina.
This first little town is Aurora. My in-laws, they moved to Salt Lake when my wife was a junior. And she stayed down here with her brother. He was the student body president for a year. Stayed with people who live in Aurora. That Sevier Reservoir right there.
Oh, nice.
I think it's Sevier. Need to see all these washes, so see where the water can. Kind of loose.
Yeah, that runway looks pretty short. Right there.
Oh yeah.
See the big white lines on it? That's 1,000 feet from the tip of the runway on each end, so there's only that thing's only like 3,000 feet long.
What do you feel comfortable on?
I could probably land in this plane, but like if it was any faster plane, there's no way. That's like a half a mile long, right there.
What speed do you usually land at?
Like 65 knots, 65, 70. And that's probably like 80, 90 miles an hour. Depending on the winds, I guess.
Oh, sorry. Next thing you need to do is try skydiving.
I don't think so.
What? You fly and you're training skydiving?
I did paragliding at the point of the mountain once.
Oh my gosh.
When I was not married, before I was married.
I'd sooner do.
That was pretty fun. I don't know if I'd skydive though.
November 738 Juliet Delta, Salt Lake Center.
738 Juliet Delta.
738 Juliet Delta, you're getting to the point where I'm about to lose you on radio coverage as you go into Richfield there. And the only item that I'm showing is the comm outlet, 122.5 is out of service. Did you have the weather there at Richfield?
I don't, I'm about to get it, so I'll switch over, get the weather, and go to local comm.
738 Juliet Delta, roger. Radar services terminated, squawk VFR and frequency change approved. Have a good day, sir.
Frequency change approved, 8 Juliet Delta. Thanks.
We're about 18 miles out. All right, weather. Let's go to this. Frequencies. AWAS.
Weather observation 1831 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions
Someone's talking at the same time. That's what that is.
Oh. I-70, right?
So we're about 5.5 miles from our first point, and I need to be at 8,200 or above. So I'm just going to start slowly descending over the next few miles until I get around 83.
Okay.
And then we start descending to the next one after that, you know.
Uh-huh.
And so if I couldn't see anything, that's how I'd fly. I'd fly on these waypoints, and it tells me, you know, I mean, I can look and see. It tells me the direction and how far it is, you know, and how long I have to it. I mean, I got all sorts of, you know.
That's what you're doing, is learning that.
Yep.
Let's go traffic, 6 Kilo Romeo is down and clear from the runway west of the ramp area.
What is that? All that glitter?
Is that cars? Windshield? I don't know why it would be clear out there though.
Maybe it's a junkyard or something.
Oh, yeah. Guess we'll kind of find out. So, you have to go so far to get, you know, at a time, get your instrument.
Yeah, cross country, you have to go 50 miles away from your original airport and land at a different airport and then come back 50 miles or more.
Okay.
So, I mean, this is a little further than 50 miles, but I haven't been to this airport, and I need the hours anyways.
Right.
So I thought, well, let's just fly down there. You know, and I have it budgeted. So.
Oh, there's cars there. Gotta be it. Gotta be a junkyard.
Okay, we're at the waypoint. So now we're gonna turn to 209. And we need to be down to 6,500 by the next one in 5 miles.
I'll bet that's a pig farm right down there.
It's a what farm?
Pig farm.
I see the airport. Do you see it?
Oh, yeah. That's a little more noticeable than Gunner.
See, now the mountains are in the way of a straight, so this one it guides you in on an angle, and then when you get close, you just...
Richfield traffic, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is 6 miles northeast of the field coming in on the RNAV approach for runway 19. Richfield traffic.
This little white bars, I need to be under that speed where the white bar is before I put my flaps up. So if I reduce speed enough that I can put the flaps up, I usually start putting them in about 3 miles out. We're about 5 miles. A little more bumpy when we come down.
When you come down. Huh?
Ridgefield traffic, Cessna 738 Juliet Delta on a 3-mile final for runway 19 on the RNAV approach. Ridgefield traffic. Richfield traffic, Cessna 738 Juliet Delta is on a 2-mile final for runway 19, Richfield traffic.
What time is it, Gary?
Oh. $12:40.
We have time to go stop for a minute. Do you want to just do a touch and go, or do you want to taxi and stop?
That's fine. Doesn't matter.
We'll taxi and stop for a minute, just to reload our plan.
Richfield traffic, 738 Juliet Delta is on final for runway 19.
Beautiful.
It's a little bumpy coming in, not too bad.
Oh, this is a nice airport.
Richfield traffic, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is clear of runway 19, Richfield traffic.
All right, so after landing checklist, flaps are up, carb heat's in, pitot heat no, trim, strobe lights, landing light, transponder is on standby, taxi light, mixture lean. Okay.
Richfield traffic, Cessna 738 Juliet Delta is taxiing on taxiway Alpha to the ramp, heading north on the taxiway, Richfield traffic.
So they don't land that on you.
Nope, this is just taxiway.
Okay.
I've wanted to fly to this airport for a while, and I wanted to fly down here and give my friend a ride. I haven't even given him a ride yet.
Oh, really?
But I don't have time today to wait and give him a ride and then go back, because I only have the plane for 3 hours, you know.
Oh, okay.
Someone else has it at 1 or at 2 o'clock.
So do you pay for how many hours?
Mm-hmm. When the prop's spinning.
Richfield, Cessna 664 Alpha, taxi into runway 19, Richfield.
Richfield traffic, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is going to cross runway 19 over to the ramp on the west side, 8 Juliet Delta.
Okay, what's the ramp?
That's just where the things park, where the airplanes park.
Oh, okay.
I don't see any airplanes coming in.
And my wife's uncle, on one trip up here, had to emergency landed in a field.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not fun.
Richfield, Cessna 6643 Alpha, rolling on to runway 19, Richfield.
All right.
Do these have reversed in them?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to just reload our flight plan and we'll just go take off. How long did that take us?
I don't know when we left, but...
That took us...
12:44. 12:45.
Alright, so now I'm going to go over here, flights, map. I just want to get rid of my gum. My gum's giving me like a headache.
Man,
you have a piece of paper or something?
I think maybe I put my wrapper.
Oh, sorry. Maybe I'll just swallow it.
I was going to say, what'd you do with your wrapper?
Threw in the garbage at the airport.
Oh, that's right. That's where you...
Alright, so we're going to do that. We're going to come over here. We're going to do flight plan.
Richfield, Cessna 43 Alpha, turning left, crosswind, runway 19, Richfield.
Add waypoint. KRIF. Enter. Add waypoint.
Here you go.
I already swallowed it. U14. KVPU. Enter. And we're going to do a procedure, approach. We're going to do ILS. Okay. Now it gets warm down here, huh? Sitting here.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna... Yeah, where was that guy? Did he take off going that way?
Richfield traffic, Cessna 73 Juliet Delta. Is anybody in the pattern right now?
Richfield, Cessna 43 Alpha is departing the pattern to the north. Richfield.
Roger, thanks. Richfield traffic, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is taxiing from Alpha 1 to runway 19. Going to take off runway 19, heading south, and then we're going to depart to the north. Richfield traffic, 738 Juliet Delta is taking active runway 19, Richfield traffic.
Gauges are in the green, airspeed's alive. A little bumpy down here low at Richfield.
All this clean air. Clear down here though.
Richfield traffic, Cessna 73 Juliet Delta is turning left, crosswind for runway 19. Richfield traffic, Skyhawk 8 Juliet Delta is turning left downwind for runway 19.
There's a traffic pattern you're supposed to stay in around the airport, you know? There's a crosswind, a downwind, and a base, and a final, and an upwind. And so, on a non-towered airport, you're supposed to call out where you are so people know.
Okay. That's the same, like in Spanish Fork, are they the same?
Spanish Fork, same, yeah. All airports have that same traffic pattern, but if it's a tower, then you don't have to call out every turn. They just have you on their radar, you know. And they do the traffic separation for you. Well, I don't know if my battery will get the whole 2 hours, but it's still going. So we'll see if it lasts all the way home.
Feel cooler air?
Yeah. Definitely cooler up here.
Richfield traffic, Skyhawk 73 Juliet Delta is going to exit the pattern to the northeast, heading back towards Gunnison. Richfield traffic.
That's funny that the weather thing said winds calm. When we listened to the weather, it said winds calm at Richfield.
So it's not calm now.
See what it is now.
Richfield Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation 1853 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility more than 10.
Maybe it's broken. And there's a rule when you fly, if you're flying on a westerly heading, which we did on the way down. You fly at an even number plus 500 feet, so that's why we were at 8,500.
Okay.
And if you're flying easterly, you know, 0 to 179, then you fly at an odd number plus 500.
Okay.
That way it keeps planes at different altitudes in different directions. So we're going to fly at 75 or 95, but we're going to just stay at 75.
You feel pretty insignificant. From up here, you know, you look at the homes and it's like a lot of open space.
Yep. Not too bad, huh?
Oh, kind of nice to sit here.
It's a little addicting,
you know. Oh yeah, I can see.
After you do something like this, you're like, it's constantly in your head, like, why do I have to go to work? Why do I have to sit here at home with the family?
I can be up in the air.
No, I like being home with family, but it's constantly, you're always thinking about it, you know.
Well, it's like when I go. Like,
Richfield traffic, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is 6 miles northeast of the field, heading towards Gunnison at 6,500. Sorry, 7,500, Richfield traffic.
Right here is Sigurd, right?
Yes.
You go up there to Kasharam.
Yep. And that must be
traffic, Cessna 43 Alpha approaching Gunnison, heading towards Nephi, Richfield. At 8,500.
Oh no, that's not Palisades. Got a lot of red dirt down here.
Yep. Maybe we'll climb up to 9,500. This is nice right here. I got this terrain. Anything that's red is lower than we are. And so as we go up, it'll eventually turn yellow and then brown. Right?
Red, you think, oh, where you should fly.
What? I can barely hear you.
This is the red seemed like it would be okay. Don't fly here.
Yeah, it's like a video game. When we get back to Provo, I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do one landing. Sometimes when I do this, I'll do 2 landings at my destination, just so I have 3 landings and 3 takeoffs. Because every 90 days, I need to do 3 takeoffs and 3 landings to be current to take passengers.
Okay.
And so, but I just went the other day, and so I'm not worried about that. But that's what those guys were doing in this plane before us.
Okay.
That's why they did 2 landings.
All right.
Just to start the 90-day countdown again.
Richfield traffic, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is 13 miles northeast of the field over Salina at 8,300 and climbing. Last call, Richfield traffic.
All right. Well, the reason I decided to go up higher is I want to get back onto Salt Lake traffic. Down lower, I'd have to wait till I get out of the mountains.
150 Kilo Mike, 31.5 descending 310.
Soldier 150 Kilo Mike, Salt Lake Center, Roger. Descend at 5, discretion, maintain 50270. And when I have you pass traffic.
5 discretion to 270, 150 Kilo Mike.
So you're on Salt Lake now.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to him here.
Salt Lake, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is 8,500 climbing to 9,500 over Salina, requesting flight following.
Exit at 300, flight level 319ers, descending across MTU at flight level 300.
Exit at 300, Salt Lake Center, Roger. Salt Lake is landing north.
Perfect, thank you.
And it was November 738 Juliet Delta, that was calling Salt Lake Center?
Correct, 8 Juliet Delta.
Center 8 Juliet Delta, squawk 6063.
Squawk 6063, 8 Juliet Delta.
Oh, there's Mount Nebo.
Yep.
Doesn't look so big from here.
They're going to put a bigger engine in this airplane pretty soon.
Oh, really?
This is a 160 horsepower, and they're going to put a 180, so it will climb better. And
so does this belong to the airport?
It belongs to a company called Pilot Makers, and they're based out of Heber, but they have a couple planes in Provo, too, for students. That's who I'm doing my instrument rating with. My instructor is a retired Colonel A-10 Warthog pilot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
November 738 Juliet Delta, radar contact is 18 miles north of the Richfield Airport. Say altitude.
Altitude is 9,000, 8 Juliet Delta.
Center 8 Juliet Delta, roger. State type aircraft and destination.
Skyhawk, and our destination is Provo, 8 Juliet Delta.
And over 8 Juliet Delta, roger. The Provo altimeter is 3036.
3036, Provo altimeter, 8 Juliet Delta.
Salt Lake approach, flight 2232.
take call sign, go ahead.
Flight 2232, we're direct from Fairfield. We were just wondering if we can expect an arrival into Salt Lake.
And flight 2232, standby one.
Salt Lake Center, Skyline 99917 Echo checking in.
Oh, is that Timpanogos down there?
Salt Lake Center, Roger.
Yeah, you can't see it, it's being blocked.
Oh, okay. No.
Roger, 17 Echo.
Yeah.
And flight 2232, I'm just going to leave it over Provo direct to Salt Lake. They'll probably leave it over that and give you vectors.
Sounds great, thank you. Flight 2232.
We're almost at 9,500 now.
What were we at before when we came up?
85.
Okay.
You can put these little bugs, see that? I can put a little thing saying that's my target. So I can hit this altitude and I can move it.
691 Papa Sierra with you, the 1,500.
Same thing with my
691 Papa Sierra, Salt Lake Center.
heading.
Roger. The Carbon County altimeter is 3034.
3034, 691 Papa Sierra.
This would put you to sleep if you could go to sleep. Yeah, my wife's uncle's wife, he sleeps all the way.
Exit to 300 cross Spain at maintain 16,000 at 250 knots, flight to altimeter 3036.
Spain, 16,000, 250 knots, expect at 300.
The Salt Lake traffic, air traffic, they actually do say tree for 3.
4 Golf contact, Salt Lake Center 125.57.
12557, 214 Golf, good day. Salt Lake Center, Gulf Stream 150, Mike, just left 310 for
Did you guys do that on radios with police? The Niner and the
No,
Alpha, Charlie, all that?
No, we did that.
Air 5 Hotel, Lima contact, Salt Lake approach 118.85.
We used the 10 code. We used the 10 code.
Oh, okay.
Well, like November, Unit Delta.
Yeah. Do you guys use just the public
no
radios, the ham radios channels?
Well, no.
Because I know I can hear some police on my ham radio, depending on like some police and fire.
All right. You know, I'm not sure how it's set up, but you used this. Becky had a scanner she used to listen to, and
Salt Lake Center, Bonanza 687.
then they put us on another frequency. That
687 Sierra Alpha, Salt Lake Center, Roger. Salt Lake City altimeter 3036.
3036.
I don't like hearing that. That was interesting.
3653 contact, Salt Lake approach 124.3.
You don't like hearing what?
3653 back.
That was interesting.
What?
When you said that was interesting, it's like, what was interesting? That's like hearing, oh, whoops, or oh no.
I took my scouts, some of my scouts on some flights for the merit badge, aviation. One of the scouts was so excited he wanted to talk on the radio before we took off. I said, okay, sure. So I kind of coached him and said, okay, this is what you say, you know, and we practiced it.
23, flight 310.
And I said, okay, go ahead and push the button, and he like froze. He's like, and he like forgot what he's gonna say, you know.
Again, please.
It's really funny. I got it on video.
223, flight 310.
That's like in a patrol car, especially when you don't know the city. They give you the address, you get, or when you stop a car, if you have to read the plate and where you're at. The first time I had to do that was like, you can't do it together.
Yeah, talking on the radio is a whole beast, you know?
Yeah, right.
So is this as scary as you were anticipating?
No, I wasn't worried.
You've probably seen and done way worse things in your job.
Oh, yeah.
You probably get way more nervous doing those kind of things.
No, this didn't. No. My wife wouldn't do it.
We have an airplane coming right at us. We have one in front of us.
Right.
And we have one coming at us. The one coming at us is 2,100 below us.
Oh.
So just kind of watch for it.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, he's not there. What the heck? Now I just see the guy going that way. Where did he go?
So he's going north, underneath?
Well, I don't see him anywhere. But he was below us. A couple thousand feet. Huh. Well, that's interesting. This has got to be like the smoothest ride I've ever actually had. It's like,
well,
it's really smooth.
We got the weight balanced here.
EasyJet 300 contact, Salt Lake approach to 124.3.
24.3, EasyJet 300.
So we're going to do this approach when we go into Provo. And this one's a precision approach. So once we pass the final approach fix at 6,300 feet right here,
right.
It's called Wave It. Then we connect to the Provo ILS system, and it puts a little thing right here and tells us the glide slope. So we can just, all I have to do is watch this and keep the dot in the middle instead of going up or down.
Right.
And it just guides me down. And I keep the green line that I'll have here, I just keep it, this brake line centered.
Right.
And it just like guides me right down to the runway. Pretty cool.
So that odometer there, is that an odometer?
This?
Yeah.
This is the tachometer. And that is that's called well, this is the tachometer. It tells you the RPMs, but this is also keeping track of, it's kind of like an odometer. It's not really an odometer. This right here is called a Hobbs meter. This is what they charge you by. This just keeps track of how many hours, and it actually slows down and speeds up based on the engine. This one does. This one doesn't.
Okay.
So you have to record both of them, and they take this, and that's what they charge you by. Because as soon as you start the engine, this one starts ticking, and it ticks at a constant rate.
Uh-huh.
If they don't have one of these, they take this and they times it by 1.2 and charge you for that.
So what's that over here?
This is a angle of attack indicator, so...
Center, Medevac 581, Hotel Charlie, 310.
If I
Novak 581 Hotel Charlie Salt Lake Center, cross frenzy at
if I start going up this too steep of an angle,
right?
it'll turn on a red light up above, or too much of an angle down. It just is a warning light so you don't stall.
Okay. Number 0 Kilo Mike, contact Salt Lake approach 118.85.
Salt Lake approach 118.85, 0 Kilo Mike.
Center, Compass 5834, level 300, good ride. Compass 5834, Salt Lake Center, welcome Salt Lake landing north. North.
Man, what a beautiful day for flying.
Nice. Really nice. You can see the mountains good.
Yep. See that haze there?
What we're going into.
Yep. I'm not used to looking out the windows lately. My last 15, 20 hours have been like this.
Oh, yeah.
I have these goggles I put over, and all I can see is the instrument panel.
Tunnel vision.
So let's see, I'm going to start getting my frequencies ready. So that's the ILS for Provo, so we'll get that in. We'll switch that. We're going to get frequencies AWAS in there, ready to get the weather. We'll get 125.3. That's tower. I think I'm all set. This is a pretty nice plane. This plane was built in like the 70s.
Really?
And they took it in and had the whole panel redone, you know. Spent a lot of money. Doesn't look like that old.
No, not.
They keep good care of it.
2354 descending 300 to cross Lake Tega uniform.
Hotel 702 Salt Lake Center, Salt Lake landing north.
What are these then?
They're cigarette. They're ashtrays.
They are, huh?
Yeah. They were made in the 70s, man.
236318 for flight level 230.
This might be even like a 67 or...
Maintain flight level 320.
Flight level 320, American 2363.
Salt Lake Center, Diamond 104 Juliet Alpha.
That's a temperature.
That's a temperature, yeah.
Requesting flight following to Bountiful Sky Park.
Roger, try Salt Lake approach 118.85.
118.85, 104 Juliet Alpha, thank you.
And flight 2232, contact Salt Lake approach 118.85.
118.85, and flight 2232.
Salt Lake City, American 2363, out of 20 now, just verify flight level 320.
That is Timpanogos, isn't it? Right,
2363, affirmative, flight level 320.
Yeah.
Any chance on a shortcut, maybe direct left turn?
You can see it now.
Yeah, stand by, I have your request.
Is that haze that you're seeing?
Yeah.
It was 5834, cross Spain at and maintain 16,000 at 250 knots, Salt Lake altimeter 3036.
Spain at 16,250 knots for the 5834.
That's really bad, it looks like.
Salt Lake flight is 175 Whiskey Alpha with you 210.
When we get closer, it'll thin out, but yeah, you know, that's the kind of thing I'm learning this for. So if I'm coming in and it's like that and it's cloudy, I can decide to still go down if I think the weather's okay.
175 Whiskey Alpha with you 210.
You know, but
175 Whiskey Alpha, Salt Lake Center, Roger.
it's not so bad when you get in it. This stuff.
I imagine when they get a real bad one, it looks pretty dark.
Yeah.
November 9917 Echo. NOTAMs are showing at Delta, just the runway 17 and 35 into identifier lights out of service, as well as one obstruction tower NOTAM and runway 17 Pappy being on.
There we go. Did you find the battery?
I can see it. I don't think I can reach it.
Oh.
Your arms are a lot longer than mine. You want me to just put it in?
Yeah, just put it in. Well, hand it to me. I need to know which one's dead. There's another battery in there. This has a cool thing. If I didn't hear the radio, I can hit this.
Exojet 783, contact.
It replays it.
135.
Oh, really?
77.
And I can keep hitting it to go back multiple.
Oh, wow.
Foothill 702, contact Salt Lake approach 124.3.
343, Foothill 702.
Oh, that's a heater?
Let's see if you can pull that out a little bit. This one here. I don't know if, let me try it. Oh, we got it. It's just getting a little nippy.
Guy could come up here and see how their crops are doing.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Nephi Airport.
Yep. I've gone there quite a bit. When I was flying out of airport number 2, flying to Nephi and back was across country. It was just over 50 miles.
Oh, okay.
Salt Lake Scout 4305320.
But not out of Provo.
Salt Lake landing north.
Thank you.
Is that a pretty good runway there?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
November 1 Papa Sierra, contact Salt Lake Center 135.77. Center 1 Papa Sierra, contact Salt Lake Center 135.77. At 250 knots, Salt Lake altimeter 3036.
Cross Spain at 16,000, 250 on the speed, Delta 2884.
For bird activity in the vicinity of the airport, advise on initial contact.
3512 United, 223, good day.
Bravo tower information Zulu, 1856 observation, wind 230 at 6, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 05, dew point -02, altimeter 3036, visual approach in use, landing runway 13, VFR departure aircraft, advise ground control direction of flight, primary radar unavailable, radar sources are available.
1.5 for flight with Galaxy.
Aircraft only. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Advise on initial contact. You have Zulu. 609. Bravo tower information Zulu 18.
124.3, have a good day. Sky West 3621.
That's West Mountain right there.
What was that?
West Mountain.
Yep. That's carb heat. You lose a few RPMs when you turn the heat on the carburetor.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I do that every once in a while just to make sure it's not icing up. You don't want that.
No, I don't. Oh, what the heck? That's another thing I don't want to hear you say. What the heck?
Yeah, I don't want to hear me say that either. That's interesting how the snow just, you can see where it stops.
Yeah, the line. Yeah, you got the snow here, and then.
What was that?
I say you got the snow right here.
I got your 12 o'clock.
And right there.
About 3 miles ahead there. Altitude indicates 8,700, type unknown. Contact Salt Lake approach, 118.85.
It's like this right here.
Hold on.
Number 8 Juliet Delta. Traffic at your, or 38 Juliet Delta. Salt Lake approach now, 1885.
Frequency change 8 Juliet Delta to 118.85. Salt Lake approach, Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta is just north of Nephi, heading into Provo, requesting vectors for practice ILS runway or approach.
Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta, Salt Lake approach, Provo information Zulu's current, Salt Lake altimeter 3036.
Altimeter 3036, and I have information Zulu, 8 Juliet Delta.
8 Juliet Delta, roger, just continue VFR, I'll have vectors for you here shortly.
8 Juliet Delta.
So right now we're going 120.
November 1162 Golf, contact approach on 121.1.
Their left wind.
We're just descending.
Good day.
So we're speeding up a little.
Oh, I see.
Bonanza 7 Sierra Alpha, contact approach on 120.9er, good day.
120.9 or 7 Alpha.
Is that because the air's thinner up here?
For what?
Does that increase your speed when you get out of this thinner air?
No, it's just because I'm going downhill, and and gravity's helping me speed up.
Skyhawk 56 Tango, additional traffic 1 to 2 o'clock and 3 miles, turning southwestbound 7,500 indicated, type unknown. We'll look for traffic 56 Tango.
See this yellow? I can go into the yellow if I want, but then there's a red you don't exceed. Yellow means you want to stay in the green for your speed,
right?
You know, but yellow's starting to pass your speed. If it starts becoming bumpy, you want to stay in the green, because if you get in the yellow, it's too jarring on the airplane.
Oh, okay.
Right? So I always try to stay in the green, but you know, when we start descending and the speed increases, then it starts going faster. And you start approaching the yellow.
Oh, oops, sorry. Oh, we're going on the west side of West Mountain.
Yeah. We're going to do an instrument approach, and it's better to be over here. We're not going to go lower than 7,000 over the lake, though, because if you get lower than that, you may not have, in the engine dies, you won't have enough glide distance to make it to the edge. So I stay at about 71 while I'm over the lake, or higher.
Do you play a lot of what if?
What if?
What if this happens?
What do you mean, like while I'm flying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you'll look for a place to land.
Yeah. Yep. And that's a nice thing about flying here, is there's plenty of places to land.
Right.
Lots of fields. Unless you're over the lake.
What do you mean Sully did it?
Yeah. Yeah, but in a
56 Tango traffic, no fact.
tricycle landing gear that doesn't retract with the wing on top, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Stationer 6 Mike Delta traffic, 11 o'clock, and about 8 miles turning southbound, 8,300 King Air County.
Salt Lake approach, B flight 3, descending 6,500.
3, roger.
There's a plane right in front of us somewhere, and they're about 1,400 feet above us, but they're right here somewhere. The same plane we've been following. I just haven't seen them, like physically seen them.
Right.
Flight 3, maintain VFR at or above 7,000. Traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles. Same direction you're overtaking them as the Skyhawk 6,500.
We'll be maintaining 7,000 VFR, B flight 3.
Number 6 Mike Delta, you said you had the traffic in sight? Roger. Skyhawk 56 Tango traffic, 6 o'clock and 2.5 miles, same direction, 7,000. Diamond Star will overtake you.
56 Tango, we'll look for the traffic.
November 8 Juliet Delta, maintain VFR, turn 5 degrees left, vector ILS approach.
That's funny. You can look through here and see the blade.
Skyhawk 73
Oh, nice.
Delta, maintain VFR, turn 5 degrees left, vector ILS approach. Skyhawk 738 Juliet Delta, maintain VFR, turn 5 degrees left, vector ILS approach.
Turning 5 degrees left, A Juliet Delta.
Clear approach 132 is heading back to Provo with information Zulu.
Jump 13, Salt Lake approach, radar contact, Salt Lake altimeter 3036. Wolf 32, Salt Lake approach, you said you're heading back to Provo, do you have information Zulu?
Yeah, we have information Zulu, Wolf 32.
Wolf 32, thanks, contact Provo Tower.
Over to Tower, Wolf 32.
Skyhawk 1756 Tango, contact approach 120.9er, good day.
120.9er, thanks, 56 Tango.
I forgot how much water was over on this side, how big the lake is.
November 8 Juliet Delta traffic, 1 o'clock and 2 miles, same direction, 8,500, indicated, type unknown.
Looking for traffic, A Juliet Delta. I see him on my screen though.
Roger. November 6 Mike Delta traffic, 1 o'clock and 4 miles, southbound, 6,200, indicated, type unknown.
You see him?
Yep.
Roger.
I don't see him.
Flight 3,
Oh, wait a
contact
minute,
approach
that's not a plane.
120.9er, take care.
Other than that white.
120.9er, thank you, B flight 3.
That was for B Flight 3 only, everybody else stay with me. Jump 13, roger, report all jumpers away. United 1123, reduce speed now to 210 and contact approach 125.7, take care. B Flight 3, just verify 120.9 on the frequency.
I still don't see him. He's 1,300 feet above us at our 1 o'clock. That haze kind of hides him. I would expect him to be above the haze, but I don't know.
November 206 Mike Delta, contact approach 120.9er. Good day. Touching all aircraft, appreciate jumping activity in the vicinity of Tooele Valley Airport below flight level 180 for the next 5 minutes.
Now he's 1,100 feet above us, so he's descending a little bit.
November 8 Juliet Delta, that traffic's 12 o'clock in about a mile and a half, still same direction, indicating 8,400.
I'm still looking for him. I actually can't see him. I see him on our screen, 8 Juliet Delta, but I don't see him physically yet.
November 8 Juliet Delta, roger. He's actually match speeds with you now. You shouldn't pass him.
8 Juliet Delta.
So we passed him?
No, he's matching our speed.
Oh, okay.
There's another guy crossing 4,800 feet above us. Oh, there he is. That's that guy.
Jump 13, thanks. Report all jumpers below 10,000.
Got jumpers, huh? Over by Tooele.
Oh, really?
Salt Lake approach, Cherokee 6405 Whiskey is 4 miles north of Provo. Wondering if we could get flight following to U42.
We might get a few bumps here.
6405 Whiskey, Salt Lake approach, squawk 0360.
Over the lake?
Just over these little mountains.
036005 Whiskey.
Jump 13, thanks. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. We'll talk in a bit. Cherokee 05 Whiskey, radar contact 5 north of Provo Airport, 7,100.
Roger, 05 Whiskey.
Do you ever think that there'd be this many homes over on this side of the lake?
Say that again?
Did you ever think that there'd be this many homes on this side of the lake?
Traffic 3 o'clock and 3 miles southwest bound, indicating 8,500 is a Katana.
Looking for traffic 05 Whiskey.
No, I have a brother-in-law that lives right here, though.
Really?
Yeah, Lara's brother.
Oh.
I still don't see that plane in front of us.
Cherokee 05 Whiskey, traffic turns southbound, behind you, no factor.
Roger, 05 Whiskey.
Is he's on the same approach?
Sounds like it. It looks like it. I mean, we followed him all the way. Almost this whole trip. Now he's only 800 feet above us. Oh, I see him. He's straight in front of us, about just up above the haze, about almost as thick as the haze.
I haven't picked him up yet.
Now he's at like almost 1 o'clock. He's crossing those clouds far away. It's right in front of him now. You see him yet?
You got better eyes than I do.
Salt Lake, this is 738 Juliet Delta. I have traffic in front of me in sight now.
November 738 Juliet Delta, roger, turn right heading 030.
Right, 030, Juliet Delta.
November 8 Juliet Delta flying 110, intercept the localizer.
Intercept localizer, 8 Juliet Delta.
Take a few pictures so my wife will know I'm up in the air.
Number 8 Juliet Delta, continue the right-hand turn heading 160 to intercept.
Yeah, I'm intercepting right now. I just overshot it just a touch.
No worries, we may have turned you late as well. Number 8 Juliet Delta, you are 3 miles from Wave it, maintain VFR, cleared ILS, runway 13 approach.
Cleared to runway 13 ILS approach, 8 Juliet Delta.
Number 8 Juliet Delta, contact Provo Tower 125.3, take care.
Provo Tower 125.3, thanks, 8 Juliet Delta. Provo Tower, Cessna 738 Juliet Delta is 2.2 miles from Wave it.
Cessna 738 Juliet Delta, Provo Tower, continue, verify this will be a full stop.
It will be a full stop, 8 Juliet Delta.
Cessna Juliet Delta, roger, continue.
Provo Tower, Wolf 9, midfield downwind for full stop on 13.
So I'm not going to look out the front. I'm just going to watch this and see how well I line up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Easy Alpha Lima, turn left Alpha 4, taxi to the north ramp via Charlie, remain this frequency.
Left Alpha 4 will remain this frequency and taxi via Charlie, 78 Alpha Lima.
Okay, I'm at Wave it. Now I'm gonna follow this green and try to keep that green diamond right in the middle. And keep this line in the middle.
Wolf 32, make a left 360 on the downwind.
Left 360, Wolf 32.
Wolf 9er, number 3, following a Cessna on a 4-mile final, report in sight.
Number 3, following a Cessna, we will report him in sight, full 9.
St. Juliet Delta, traffic half-mile final, runway 13, clear to land. Traffic Cirrus will be departing ahead of you.
Runway 13 clear to land, looking for the traffic, A Juliet Delta.
Bravo Tower, Wolf 9, we have traffic in sight.
Wolf 9, follow that Cessna ahead and to your left on final. Runway 13 clear to land.
Clear land 13, we will follow the Cessna, Wolf 9.
St. Juliet Delta, traffic ahead and to your left is a Katana will follow you on the left downwind.
Looking for traffic, A Juliet Delta.
Wolf 5, turn left Alpha 3.
Left Alpha 3, Wolf 5.
Cirrus 5 Hotel Lima, verified departing to the south.
Departing to the south.
Cirrus 5 Hotel Lima, south departure approved. Runway 13, clear for takeoff. Traffic 2 mile final.
Clear for takeoff, 13, and we'll expedite 5 Hotel Lima.
Wolf 5, taxi to UVU via Alpha, cross runway 18.
Taxi UVU Alpha, cross runway 18, Wolf 5.
Wolf 32, number 3, following the Katana on a 4 mile final report in sight.
Waiting for traffic, Wolf 32.
It guided us in pretty well.
Yeah. Looks good.
It's a lot less bumpy right here than it was in Richfield.
Traffic inside, Wolf 32.
Wolf 32, follow the Katana. He has a full stop. Runway 13, clear touch and go.
Following that traffic, runway 13, clear touch and go, Wolf 32.
Slight crosswind there.
St. Juliet Delta, turn left Alpha 3.
Turn left Alpha 3, A Juliet Delta.
Yeah, this is a lot longer runway. Of course, you got those jets.
Yeah, it's a pretty big runway.
So St. Juliet Delta, taxi to TAC Air via Alpha, cross runway 18.
Taxi Alpha, cross runway 18, A Juliet Delta.
Cirrus 5 Hotel Lima, frequency change approved.
All right.
Okay, going to departure 5 Hotel Lima, thanks, good day.
After landing, flaps, carb heat, trim, strobe lights, landing light, transponder, make sure it's on alt, mixture. Okay. We got taxi clearance already.
Wolf 9, turn left Alpha 3.
Turn left Alpha 3, Wolf 9.
Not bad, huh?
Oh,
what time is it?
it was a lot of fun.
Ah, it's just in time.
What time is it?
Wolf 9, taxi to UVU via Alpha,
154.
Yep.
Taxi to UVU via Alpha, cross 18, Wolf 9.
What is that, a C-130 or something?
I don't know. Probably be a hoot to fly it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I had a friend that he was a fire captain. He went over to Afghanistan for 2 or 3 times. He's an Apache helicopter pilot.
that the one that wrecked you told me? In Tooele?
No, that was a
13 Alpha 1 for close traffic.
Forest Service
1262, Bravo Tower, hold short runway 13 landing.
helicopter.
Hold short 13, 1262.
The Diamond Star upwind is also in right close traffic. Follow him. Runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Right close traffic 13, Will 62, clear for takeoff.
All right, let me do my shutdown checklist. Brakes are set, avionics off.
Yeah, I bumped this. That's what it was.